Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of I Am Just Here for the Story. You can see what I've done with about the last 11 hours of my life, and you probably had seen like one of those hours, but not like the whole 11. So yeah, let me just go to character summary. Time played 11 hours and 27 minutes, which seems just about right. There is a reason why we're currently standing in Varrock. I would pronounce it as Varrock, but my husband was insisting that it's pronounced as Varrock, so I'm interested in how you pronounce it, and just to make sure, yep, I am definitely in the right place. Because you see, I break it down as rock, as in a rock. Ah, a rock! But apparently, because it's like an actual place name, normally you would say Varrock, but like my Lithuanian roots just nicely kick in. I have been quite on the journey, and I've done all of the fishing that I wanted to do, and also just like let me quickly show you my bank account. I have hit a lot of chickens, 1,115 feathers worth in total. This was majority of what I was doing at the start. It was like, I want to stock up on feathers eventually when I'm gonna make arrows, and I also wanted to get a lot of money, and actually I am gonna just withdraw 1,500 of those because I am about to really need that. And I am also gonna take my hammer and maybe 5 iron bars. That might be enough. I'll take some extra ones because we are about to do this a bit of a magical thing. So I've done a bit of fishing up to like level 10, 11. I was like, that's enough of fishing. I'm gonna progress and do other things. If you're wondering why I have 10 fire making but like 1 wood cutting, is because if you go to the bank in Lumbridge at like the top floor, there are 4 respawning logs, and when I got bored of what I was doing, I would just set them on fire occasionally, hence the fire making that built up. I tried to level my combat through killing chickens, then I progressed to killing goblins, and when it came to magic, I thought, I really want a way to save on runes. And then I was like, oh yeah, staffs are a thing in this game. And I looked it up, and there's a staff store in Varrock, which is where we're about to go, that will allow me to like save on at least 1 type of rune when I'm practicing magic. And I want the air staff because air missile is like the first spell that you can cast. So I wanted to earn 1,500 gold. And I tried doing this. Let's continue talking while I just go and get my staff, okay? I tried doing this by killing goblins at Lumbridge, which do drop some money and also drop goblin mail, which I would be able to also sell for some money. It was going so slow that I was like, there has to be a better way of killing these, and I noticed that I can equip all the way up to steel. So I was like, let me just make myself an iron set of armor. That's not gonna take all that long. And then I disappeared into mining and smithing for the rest of my life. By which, I mean, I'm just gonna show you guys. I tried mining here, and then I decided it's not the best place to mine, so my go-to mine would be here. And then I would travel all the way up here, and then I would deposit it, and then travel all the way back here to mine. Whenever I would want to smith, I would walk manually here, because in Falador you have the bank, and then you have the smithing place just here, so it's a fairly short distance. And then when I would want to smith what I have just smelted, you would think that I could use this anvil, but this one is quest locked. And you would think that I could use this anvil, but this one is for members only. So my actual usable anvil is over here in Varrock, where we are right now, right next to the bank. So majority of my time was just spent doing mining, then when I get bored of mining, doing smelting, and then when I get bored of smelting, doing the actual smithing. So on one of my journeys for mining in the mining site, I met this guy. Now, mining iron is a very miserable experience in free-to-play worlds because everyone keeps on fighting over them. So whenever I would go and mine iron and there would be just like another person, I would just go to the side. Like, they can have 2 nodes, I can have 2 nodes, it's not a problem. So they were like, thank you for doing that. Thank you for letting me mine. And I didn't respond because I'm socially awkward. So they were like, are you a bot? And I was like, no, I'm not a bot. So then I said thank you for the thank you. I hit a mining level. They said congratulations. They asked me what my mining level was. I said 33. And then I said that I'm trying to hoard a whole bunch of iron in order to make myself an armor set. And he was like, what quality? And he was like, iron. And then he was all like, what's your smithing level? And at that point it was 17. So I said 17. And he was like, are you aware of this quest? Are you aware of the Knight's Sword? Because it has given me the levels to go from smithing level 1 to 29. And I was like, no. And then I checked the requirements and I can do it. So I was like, why am I wasting my full iron supply? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go and do Knight's Sword. So that's what we're doing today. That is how we came to be where we are. So first of all, your air staff. I can wield it. And I now have infinite air runes and all I need is mind runes. There is a spawn for mind runes in Lumbridge. It spawns one at a time. Like a staircase. I'm very tempted to just like stand there and collect a whole bunch of mind runes because currently I am not entirely sure what is the best method for getting mind runes without like finding them to buy somewhere. Like, money is scarce for me and I think that I'm gonna need it for arrows because I don't really have a way to make arrows until I'm a member, but I will probably want to train up ranged before that point. So first, huge upgrade for my very young account got. I reached my first goal, which was to get the air staff, which will allow me to cast the air blast without using air roots. So now all I need is a whole bunch of mind runes, which makes this a cheaper endeavor. So hip hip, hooray. Now secondly, I do want better equipment. What do I have equipped? Am I having a... This is just a bronze sword, so that would... The equivalent would be just a sword. And this is a wooden... Would square shield work? I think square shield would work. So I want a sword. No. Don't make infinite swords, just one sword. I forgot to set it to 1. And then I want 1 square shield. And for protection, because I can't do absolutely anything else yet, I'm gonna do a full helm. Yay! We can make... What was it? Chainmail bodies? Yeah, chainmail bodies. But I want a plate body and I want a plate skirt. Very specifically for my equipment. So I can't make what I want yet. But... This just upgraded my combat capabilities effectively, and this will give me a little bit of protection. So this is exactly what we're gonna be bringing into the next quest, because I did notice that it has some combat requirements. So a bit of the upgrade to my account that I wanted to get got. The rest of it I can do after I finish the quest. So what I'm gonna be doing is, well, first of all, put away my hammer. Why am I even carrying that? So first of all, what I'm gonna do is put away my hammer and sell these 2 because I have better equipment now. Yes. And then we are gonna meet up. Where's the knight's sword on here? I know that I've seen it. There we go. We are gonna meet up at the White Knight's castle, which I'm pretty sure is in Falador. So see recommended combat level 20. I don't know what my combat level is, but I'm assuming that I'm gonna need to kill somebody strong, so, you know, I upgraded my materials. My equipment a little bit. I can also bring things to eat, so hopefully it will be fine. And I currently have all my prayer points, even though I have no way of restoring them. Because I have, like, no prayer potions or anything like that. So, I'm gonna sell these two, and we're gonna meet in Falador. Let's do this, and let's get me the rest of my iron set without wasting millions and millions and millions of iron bars training smithing. Yeah! So anyways, let's just talk with the squire and get this party started. Hello, I am the squire, the Sir Vibin. He must be vibin'. And how is life as a squire? Well, surviving is a good guy. Oh my god, it's surviving. I just realized. However, I'm in a spot of trouble today. I've gone and lost Surviving's sword. Is he angry? He doesn't know yet. I was hoping I could think of something to do before he does find out, but I find myself at a loss. Well, do you know the vague area where you lost it? No, I was carrying it for him all the way from where he had it stored in Lumbridge. It must have slipped from my pack during the trip. And you know what people are like these days? Someone will have just picked it up and kept it for themselves. To be fair, this is the world of Runescape. I do literally pick up all the trash that I find on the floor, so yeah, that checks out. I can make a new sword if you like. Thanks for the offer. I would be surprised if you could, though. The thing is, this sword is a family heirloom. It has been passed down through Viven's family for 5 generations. It was originally made by Imkando dwarves, who were a particularly skilled tribe of dwarven smiths. I doubt anyone could make it in the style they do. So, would these dwarves make another one? I'm not 100% sure that Imkando tribe exists anymore. I should think Reldo, the palace librarian in Varrock, will... Varrock? Once again, it's my Lithuanian that comes out, where I'm like, "Vah! Rock!" Will know. He has done a lot of research on the races of Gillinor. I don't suppose you could try and track down the Imkando dwarves for me. I've got so much work to do. Before starting this quest, be aware that your combat level is lower than the recommended level of 20. Start the Knight's Sword quest? Yes, I'm desperate for the smithing levels, man. I'll figure something out. Okay, I'll give it a go. Thank you very much. As I say, the best place to start should be with Reldo. If it doesn't work out, I'll have to, like, take a break for an hour and figure out what I want to kill in the meantime. Just to get, like, my combat up, but it's 12! And my hit points are at 15. Surely that's close enough. I've got an iron sword. I can bring food. I can kill somebody. I promise. I promise that I'm able to do so. So I assume that the quest wants me to go to Varrock Palace Library. Oh, if it says palace, then it's in the palace itself. That narrows down where the library is. Well, that's very useful. Anyway, I do have run energy to spare. I should probably kill something that's a bit higher than level 2 goblins. So if I need to level up... Well, there's dwarves in here. I mean, I know that we need some dwarves to like us, but surely not all of them. Surely I can just free reign murder a couple, and nobody will be the wiser about this and nothing bad will happen, right? I mean, to be fair, this is a very careless MMO in the fact that normally every hole is a goal. Well, that's a bit dirty. But what I mean is, anyone that looks attackable can and should be attacked, and they will be respawned in 5 seconds. And I'm 99% sure that there's absolutely no consequence whatsoever unless you have very specific things imposed upon you, such as like raising reputation of one faction. In that case, killing their faction members would be not advisable. I was about to ask, why is there so much things on the floor and now I can... Did a player really just lose? Oh no, I think it was the guard. Okay. I was like, did somebody actually die to a guard? That would be... surprising! Surprising. Are all surnames puns? Because if they are, that's kind of cool. Sirach Magus? Reldo! Reldo! I need Reldo. Hello? Hello? Reldo? I have found you. Hello, stranger. Hello there, my name is Story Mirta. I wanted to name myself Storytime Mirta, but it did not fit, so Story Mirta it is. Who are you? My name is Reldo, I'm the palace librarian. Ah, that explains why you're in the library then. Well, truth be told, I would probably be here even if it wasn't where I work. I very much like reading, not to mention sharing what I learn with all of those who are interested. Sounds like a very noble goal. What do you know about the Incando dwarves? The Incando dwarves, you say? Let's see. Ah, yes, for many hundreds of years, they were the world's most skilled smiths. They used secret smithing knowledge passed down from generation to generation. Unfortunately, about a century ago, the once thriving group was wiped out during the barbarian invasions of that time. Do you have, like, any time-traveling devices that I could borrow? Surely, in a place with magic, that's not a problem, right? I believe a few of them survived. Well, that's good. But with the bulk of their population destroyed, the numbers dwindled even further. If any are left now, they'll no doubt keep to themselves. However, I have heard tales of their love for red berry pie. Perhaps one of those could convince one to reveal their true heritage. So I just go around offering random dwarves red berry pie? Well, not totally random. Apparently some of the surviving Incando made a home for themselves near the cliffs on the Asgardian Southern Peninsula. What? That would be a good place to start. That's north. Never eat seaweed. Asgardian... Kingdom of Asgardia. So, Asgardian Southern Peninsula. Would be south of Kingdom of Asgardia, which is down. There is an anvil here. So... I can't just go where there's anvils, there's dwarves, right? Like, that wouldn't be logical? Or would it? What's a peninsula? Peninsula. Southern... I should just Google this. What is a peninsula? Peninsula. A peninsula is generally defined as a piece of land surrounded on most sides by water. A peninsula may be bordered by one body of water, and the body of water does not have to be an ocean or a sea. So, if I follow that logic, Kingdom of Asgardia Palador. Peninsula. Peninsula! So, I have an idea as to where to search. Now to make a pie. I do know where red berries are. And we are gonna need flour, and I see a pie dish right there, so let's take that. Let's take that. After we bake that pie, I am also gonna grab some food from the bank for myself. But first of all, pie dish. Secondly is I will definitely need red berries, and I will definitely need flour, so we're gonna go and get some flour. Lumbridge has the cook. Near the cook, pots spawn. So I should go to Lumbridge, grab a pot, and then go to the flour place, make some flour, fill it with flour, and then I should add water in a water container. So I should look for the water container near the cook of Lumbridge. Or alternatively, in a general store. We're about to walk past one general store, so I may as well figure out what could hold water from there. Do you have any... I mean, jug would work, right? Value? 1 coin... and 1... That's like 2 coins, man. We can afford that. I like that I'm so poor that, like, I'm thinking, can I afford 2 coins? I may as well save myself a trip to Lumbridge and just buy myself a pot and a jug. Just in case I don't have a pot and a jug already. Of course, I shouldn't be doing this all the time, because I will make myself poor. But the amount of jugs and pots that I would need to buy to become poor is a bit redonkulously high, so I should probably not worry about that. Yes, sir, give me one pot and 1 jug, please. There we go. I think I remembered red berries between the 2 mining points. So I'm thinking I'll walk here and see if it's here, because if it's not here, then it should be here or here. Just because I remember seeing them, and if I saw them on my trip to mining, then logic dictates that it's somewhere around here. There is one reason why I don't like using this mining place, is because I remember it having some... Well, first of all, it didn't have any copper and tin, which I wanted to, and actually now that I look at it, it has a pathetic amount of iron as well, so this is not the best place for mining. The other place has whole 4 nodes of iron, but I also didn't like it because there's like evil wizards around here somewhere, and they kept on kicking my ass, and There, that's the evil wizard place. I hate walking through the evil wizard place. Now that I think about it though, probably a good place to find runes. Because I assume that wizards would have some on them. But let me run. And run fast, because I hate evil wizards. That's just a plant. That's a cadaver bush. The frick is a cadaver bush? I remember seeing... Oh! I literally just ran past those. There are no berries on them at the moment. But... I remember looking at it and seeing berries. What? Like, this feels like the right place for red berries. I don't remember seeing them anywhere else. Can other people catch those? I think I'm in 308 now. What if I switch to 301? Would that spawn some red berries? This is so awkward. Yes! It did! It cost me shit tons of lag. It's still causing me shit. Yep, this is the only reason why we came here. Let's go back. Let's go back to my original world, thank you. I wanted some red berries. This is literally the only place for me to even come over here, so... Thank God. Thank God that I thought about switching worlds and that I found my berries. So first turtle is done. Secondly, we definitely need some flour. And if I click on the world map... Flower fields are like here, next to the windmill, right? So that's just like going down. And water you should refill in kitchens, I believe. Any sink will do? But I can't just take pond water, I believe, which makes sense. I don't think that you would want to drink pond water. Woo! Flour has been secured. I don't suppose that Falador has kitchens. I feel like that is a very weird question to ask. Like, that is a cooking range, and that is a water source. But I don't know, am I allowed to use that cooking range? Fuck it, let's... In an effort to not be risky, because I have never been in a Falador kitchen before, let's turtle paste go all the way to Lumbridge. And then I'm just gonna fill my jug with water, and then we can presumably make a pie. I don't know how you do a red berry pie in particular. I feel like maybe I should have gotten more flour on me just in case I need to experiment. I did get 2 red berries, so that's not gonna be a problem. This is not where I need to go. No, I'm just confidently heading in the wrong direction. Okay. See you all at Lumbridge, and fingers crossed we can figure out how to make a red berry pie. Welcome to our good old beloved kitchen, and I was entirely correct in the fact that there is a jug here and a pot here, so if I ever need it and I'm not lazy, I should definitely remember that. So, can I just... Bread dough, pastry dough, pizza base? I'm gonna risk it and I'm gonna say that pie is a pastry and not a bread. Pie shell? Ooh! Okay, that worked. That worked. Now never eating this. Can I get my mind rune? Thank you very much. If we're gonna be walking past this, I may as well just like yoink it for myself. I'm gonna need loads of those if I want to level magic. But at the very least, now I technically have infinite air runes with my air staff. Now, it would be great if I could like find the mind staff. I don't think that that's even a thing, and then like dual wield air and mind staff, and that way I could have no runes, but that is just an elephant's dream and not a real thing. So I'm gonna fill my inventory with a lot of chicken. A lot of chicken. That is bit more chicken just to be safe. There we go. I'm gonna be carrying all that chicken with me so that no combat will ever scare me ever again. Because I am the person of infinite chicken, and my chicken will protect me. Yes. So the next point is for me to get all the way to the peninsula. And this is gonna be quite the walk. I mean, I can run around Lumbridge and cut through here-ish. Yeah, that will work. So... we got our pie. Time to look for the dwarf. I'll see you in the peninsula. Okay, so I am in Port Sarim right now, and my gut intuition is telling me that it's probably gonna be at this anvil, because this anvil is looking super suspect, being alone and this like far away, and this is the peninsula. So that's my suspect number one, and if it's not gonna be there, I'm gonna be mad, because then I would secondly check Remington, because, well, mining site, and thirdly, check Port Sarim, because still kind of peninsula. So let's start with neither of those. Let's start at the lone anvil. Are you a dwarf? You look like you might be. Hello? Are you an Encando dwarf? I need a special sword. I don't talk about that sort of thing anymore. I'm getting old. Would you like a red berry pie? You see Thurgo's eyes light up. I'd never say no to a red berry pie. We Encando dwarves love them. They're Greg. You hand over the pie. Thurgo eats the pie. Thurgo pats his stomach. Did you eat the pie shell as well? Because you could have returned that to me. By Guthrix, Tharg was good pie. Anyone who makes pie like that has got to be alright. Can you make a special sword for me? Well, after bringing me my favorite food, I guess I should give it a go. What sort of sword is it? I need you to make a sword for one of Falador's knights. He had one which was passed down through 5 generations, but his squire had lost it. So we need an identical one to replace it. A knight's sword, eh? Well, I would need to know exactly how it looked like before I could make a new one. All the Faladian knights used to have swords with unique designs according to their position. Could you bring me a picture or something? I'll go and ask his squire and see if I can find one. Okay, so we have found, my intuition was right. Lone anvil this far out is suspicious as all hell. So we fed him the pie, no matter what happens from this point. At least all that is done now. So how are you doing getting a sword? I found an Encando dwarf, but he needs a picture of the sword before he can make it. A picture, eh? The only one I can think of is in a small portrait of Sir Viven's father. Sir Viven keeps it in a cupboard in his room, I think. Okay, I'll try and get that then. Please don't let him catch him. He mustn't know what happened. Sir Viven would be a person of importance, so I would assume that he would have like his own room somewhere in here. That's it! I found Sir Viven, so if this is his bed, then that is the cupboard. Hello! Greetings, traveler. Can I just distract you for a minute? Can I just talk to you very slowly for a few minutes while I distract you so that my friend over there can do something while you're busy being distracted by me? What? I'm not sure what you're asking me. You want to join the White Knights? Nope, I'm just trying to distract you. You're very odd. So can I distract you some more? I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. Okay, my work here is done, bye. I don't think that has done anything. Because my squire is not helping me with this. He did say cupboard. You need to get him further away from his cupboard. Will you follow me? Please follow me. Could you just... Could you maybe leave your room a little? He does just walk around if I leave him alone. Haha! You find a small portrait in here which you take. Perfect! Fuck yes! I thought maybe I'll have to actually do something. But no, I can... All I needed to do was to wait until he left the room. So that's good. I'm so afraid to be lost. Like, I haven't even set myself any, like, requirements that I can't look stuff up if I do get lost. That's just not my style. It's just that my ego would take a hit. Because this is a very child-friendly game, so if I have to suddenly start looking stuff up like this, that just really speaks badly of my own problem-solving skills. Especially this early on. Like, if it was harder, then sure, but when the goal is very simple, surely I do have a peanut in my head that functions as my brain. I have arrived back! About the sword. Have you got a picture of a sword for me yet? I've found a picture of the sword I would like you to make. Hopefully you can go off artistic interpretation and not like schematics. You give the portrait to Thurgo. Thurgo studies the portrait. You'll need to get me some stuff to make this. I'll need 2 iron bars to make the sword to start with. I'll also need an ore called bluerite. Bluerite is useless for making actual weapons except crossbows, but I'll need some as decoration for the hilt. It is a fairly rare ore. The only place I know to get it is under the cliff here. But it is guarded by a very powerful ice giant. Most of the rocks in that cliff are pretty useless and don't contain much of anything, but there's definitely some bluerite in there. You'll need a little bit of mining experience to be able to find it. I'll go and find them then. Okay, I'm very, very tempted to check how hard it would be to kill that. But also I don't want to go in and like kill him and then be unable to mine. So what I'm looking for is a bank of any sort. I'm just gonna walk all the way back to Falador again. Just gonna use a bank there. Oh my god, that is bluerite. Shit. Nobody actually said I have to fight them, right? Oh god. Yeah, mine. Fuck yes. Okay. Well, screw this place. So, normally you fight higher level enemies than you. But I'm not gonna lie. when I'm wielding an iron sword and my attack level is 12, a level 53 enemy scares the shit out of me. Can you make the replacement sword now? How are you doing finding those sword materials? I have them right here. You give the bluerite ore and iron bars to Thurgo. Thurgo makes you a sword. Thank you very much. Just remember to call in with more pie sometime. I have retrieved your sword for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was seriously worried I would have to own up to surviving. Well, you kinda do because I made his portrait disappear. Like, the portrait is with the Encandle Dwarf. I haven't gotten it back. I don't know why. I should have just been like, hey, by the way, can you give me my portrait back so that I can give it to the squire and so that he can hide it in secret? But I suppose portrait security is not one of his duties, while sword security is. You give the sword to the squire, so the survivant still lost something, but he will be like gaslit into believing that he was the one that misplaced it to begin with. Hey! Oh, shit! Okay. No wonder that guy was all like, it got me from level 1 to 29 smithing. This is 12,000 friggin' smithing XP. That is stupid high. Your smithing level is now 34. I am gonna take a wild guess that I can make my iron set. My wild guess is correct by 1 level. Oh, I can do this, bro. Let's go. I can get myself a cool-looking iron set. Okay, well, there is definitely a traffic jam in here. But 1 plate body. And I do want a plate skirt in particular. I don't think I can make myself any gloves or boots, right? Like, not from what I can see in here. It feels kind of weird to have unarmored legs. But come on, guys. Let me just walk away from this whole traffic jam of infinite millions of people. What? It's 4:22 AM in Britain right now. What is this? And it's not even the weekend. It's actually early morning Thursday. What are you guys doing? Why are you like me? Stop playing at the same hours as I do. But come on. Come on. This is cool. This is cool. I set a personal goal. And I reached it. Like, it's something that I wanted over my very short journey in Runescape. And I got it. And that feels really, really, really good. Because at first I thought that the goal wasn't that high. And then I got into the whole mining and smithing thing. And I was doing it for a long while. And it felt like I couldn't reach it in time because I was very worried. I wanted to showcase what I did, guys. I wanted to be proud of myself. And there's this like little rat running at the back of my mind going, what if I'm not quick enough with this? What if I can't present like interesting content every single like time when I play? What if I have nothing interesting to show off to people? And they're not gonna like me because they will think that I'm not putting enough effort. So then I set myself that little goal of just like getting some iron armor, and I thought, surely a goal this low, I should be able to reach it. And if I won't, it will make me sad, because surely this is an achievable goal. But I did it. I did it. And now I have it. And all of you got to witness me having it. And it makes me happy. I don't know how long this video is right now, because I'm really, really bad at tracking time. I know that I blabbered on for forever at the start, and I need to stop making that a thing. But I think I'm gonna end it for today here. I don't want to go at one quest per video sort of speed. I definitely want to do more. So the next time we play, which for me is gonna be tomorrow, because I'm still recording like one more part this week, there is a bit of a added bonus here, because I am recording this before I started uploading it. So I couldn't even like get people's feedback. So even if I'm doing something dumb, it's just me and myself, and I'm not gonna know about doing anything dumb till the moment that I start uploading. There's this like golden sliver of time where there's no advice, there's no other voices, there's no people, it's just you and the game. And tomorrow I'm recording the last part before. I normally like record once a month. Like I dedicate 1 week to specific type of videos, and then another week to another type of video, and then I take 2 weeks off from recording to just be able to be me and do me things. And for me, in those weeks when I'm not recording, the actually having time to play RuneScape would be part of the be me and do me things. So between today and tomorrow, there will be like no progress on this account. But then between the part that I record tomorrow and between the part that I record after, so like part 3 and 4, I'm gonna have a lot of time to just take RuneScape casually and like do something. So I will be able to set new goals, and I will be able to actually have more hours with the game. But before I do that, tomorrow, next part, I just wanna quick fire a lot of quests that get marked as very short. I'm gonna trust the game that they're very short. Let's say 3 or 4 might be a realistic goal. About there, because I don't want to go at like 1 quest per episode speed. But at the same time, this was something that I really, really wanted to do. Something that I really, really, really wanted to do today was just to be able to get my iron armor. And I'm so glad, I am so glad that we managed to get that knight's sword, that we have 2 wonderful green little questy poos in here that we have completed so far, and that I'm standing here in my full iron attire. This feels good, man. This feels really, really good. So, loads more good things to come. Thank you for watching if you were with me so far. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. I am currently saving up my Patreon so that I'm able to actually fork up that £77 up front so that I can save a bit on the subscription. But I would like to get to membership before 2025 ends. That's kind of my goal. So I need to do 17 quests in... My brain is bad at counting, so bear with me. About 12 episodes. And we're currently on episode 2, and we have 2 quests done, so we're kind of behind on the pace here. Because if I manage to do it in 12 episodes, it will be like the end of December, and it won't be January yet. So the idea is to just get to membership before the year 2026. So get those quests done. But I am saving for it. I am like preparing for it to like put down that sum of money. Anyway, thank you so much. I am so sorry for waffling as much as I do. It's a bad hobby that I have. A hobby? A bad feature of me. Let's just say it like that. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you're also here next week with me when I tackle a lot of little questy poos, hopefully. So, yay! Thank you, for my Patreon supporters. And see you next time. Toodaloo.